Ugh, it's not fair of you to do this to me. I swear, I spent all of Christmas Eve and all of Christmas Day trying to find you so I could give this to you, and then I spent all of January being whisked around by forces outside of my control, and when I did try to look for you, I have to find out that all the places you could be, you never were where you were supposed to be, and then... I'm happy to see you. I mean, what do you want me to say for how my holiday's been? I'm guessing if I said what you actually wanted me to say, I'd be able to tell you that my Christmas was all the usual Christmas adjectives. Merry, bright, etc. And that my family had a warm and happy season, and Russell didn't make a total ass of himself, and my father told us he loved each of us equally, and not even more equally than one another. And then, what do you know? He used his power and influence to stop every war, and every wretched man, woman, and child who were once damned in this world were no longer, and then... But if you wanted me to tell you the truth, the holiday was... better than usual. I don't think anyone noticed me at all. My father and Russell were so busy screaming at each other over this and that and this and that and this and that, I might as well have been one of those fabled Christmas ghosts. Always in the background, but never really there, watching shadows of a past yet to be. Also, have you ever noticed that there's never been an outright horror adaptation of A Christmas Carol? There's been a Barbie Christmas Carol of all things, but never one that extrapolates on the theme of the original novel. Derailing, am I? I think it's a valid point of discussion for the record, but I do guess I can see where you're coming from. It was great. It was great, but the holidays are supposed to be spent with someone who cares about you. And I hope I'm not presuming too much of you or overestimating the bond we share. You may be my only real... But I'm sure you're the sort to possess many compatriots who you can spend your days with. You have every right to be as selective as you are and as you choose to be, but... what I wouldn't give to have spent the holiday with you. It's honestly pathetic now that I think about it, because frankly, what wouldn't I give? I want to resent you for what you did to me. There's a time where I thought I could be someone, at some time, you know? Someone cold. Someone cruel. Someone who could handle the loneliness, the absence of any love within a given institution. But the cards have been dealt in the wrong way. I, who was not bred for this, am forced to endure. And the one who was... he'll realize his mistakes soon. The constant seeking of glory in his blood, it's all just a waiting game now. I'll admit firsthand, it's not fun waiting in anticipation for our best stallion to break a leg at the height of the race. But when he does, then he'll really know that his only choice in the matter is to step up or be put down. I just hope I'm not the one handed the shotgun, because if I really loved him, I'd shoot him right between the eyes. And well, we don't have to talk about who he is. And anyways, we really don't have to talk about anything like this to begin with. I'm so sorry for forcing you to endure what I've already put you through, this prattling, incessant, rambling nonsense. It's hardly why I called you out here to begin with, you know. Here. That's the other reason why I wanted to see you on Christmas. I don't know if you play it fast or loose, or if you even celebrate at all. I just wanted to make sure that you got something nice from a friend. Before you say anything, I got this for you as a... I know it's not your usual taste, and I hope it isn't too long or boring or anything like that, but I also have a copy of that novel and that I never touched, and I thought it... Well, if you want to, only if you want to. If you don't, I totally get it. It was presumptuous to ask to begin with. I know you really only put up with my prowling about stupid old Russian books as like a quirk of my... Well, it's just that I thought that maybe we could read it together, you know? I could tell my father that I'm out to tutor you, and we could stop by libraries and cafes with a warm beverage or two and read together and talk about the book together. And if in the pursuit of scholarly intent we had to sit, well, particularly close to one another to do so, or spend quite a lot of time together to make sure that you fully understand the complexities and the nuances of the themes of the narrative story, then so be it, as they say. Right? I still have the receipt to exchange it if you're not interested, and it's a hardcover, so you can probably pick up 2 paperbacks of your preferred genre if you're interested. I know it's so unbecoming of me to be like this, and I'm practically falling over myself to... Oh. Oh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Now you'll finally get all my esoteric references! I mean, reading War and Peace would probably do more for you in that department than anything, but still! You know, if it makes you feel better, we don't have to read this at all if you want. Well, I'm just saying that if you want. I know my interests aren't always the most conventional or fun. I mean, how much have you thought about A Christmas Carol recently? It's honestly... Well, you see, death is a very pervasive part of the narrative. You see, in the original novel...